Okay, so I'm Beck Lane and blah, 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 all the crap I normally say. I'm uploading things to Facebook and uploading things to my website and uploading stuff in other places. But I got off the phone with a friend of mine, someone I've known since we were teenagers, and she's also a patron on my Patreon page, and we were talking about all different things. Because I don't post on Patreon very often at all. I don't care about being a content creator. I care about being an actual creator and an actual artist instead of, look at me, I'm doing cute things. I can do things with my hands, and look, I'm putting on my shoes. Isn't this fun? You know, I'm actually doing stuff in the real world. So anywho, I was explaining to her how hard it is for me to post on Patreon sometimes, a lot of the time. And she was helping me sort through it. And I have everything and nothing going on all at the same time. And I'm continually stuck in limbo. And so I don't, if I can't say, this is happening, this great thing is coming up, and yay me, yay us, yay, it's hard for me to post. It's hard for me to make videos as well if everything's up in the air and I don't know. Now I gotta remember something. Thank you too. I'm just gonna write this in. But the bottom line here is, and this is what she got to, is you're under a lot of stress. And I am. And I'm not saying that for sympathy. I'm just saying, 2 years ago it was, can somebody find me? Can somebody just find me, please, before I die? And last year happened, we did over 30 events. I think I did 33, 35 events. I did 60 paintings. I did a bunch, actually I did more than 60 paintings. I was submitting work for murals. I had all this stuff going on. And at a certain point in October last year, I really fried out. I really fried out on a significant level, like a massive, overwhelming level. I had a stalker. I had two people that were just, and the stalker was doing this as well, but I had two other people that were just trying to control me constantly at me about who I should be, how I should be, what I should say, what I should do. But they knew better than me, and it just went on and on and on and on and on. And that had happened for months, not in October. It had been going on all year. And it culminated in my head in October. And I just, like my little head went, and I shut down. I really shut down. And it took me months to be able to go out in public comfortably again. And then this year I've been doing all these projects, or even close to comfortably. And then this year I've been doing all these different projects, and on a much more visible level, instead of, fighting my way to be seen. I now walk into places and people know who I am, and they know my artwork, and it's lovely. Because that's what we want, and we want it on higher and higher levels as well. But the stalker killed herself. The two other people have kind of faded off. One of them in particular just finally got the hint, and the other ones just kind of faded off for a bit. But I started to feel better. I took on this large project painting sidewalk illustrations downtown, and feeling better and better and communicating with people and right there and eating well. I was finally eating real food. or, as best I can with my illnesses. I was eating, turkey and avocado, and, people were, well, I was able to eat people were feeding me, but I was able to feed myself better, more than like a bowl of oatmeal. So, physically feeling better, challenging myself physically, being on the sidewalk. Painting on the sidewalk was, by the way, a stress fracture in my tailbone area, torn shoulder, these two degenerative illnesses. I'm out there in the sun in 95-degree weather, and it was really overwhelming and daunting. And I was doing really well until I started getting harassed by people, by extreme right-wing people, and this one woman in particular who I talked about in another video, came up to me and was yelling at me on the street. All kinds of just like wacky shit, just like wacko, right-wing extremist, Alex Jones level stuff that went on and on and on. But the thing that got me, the thing that is the single most jarring thing she said to me, not the worst thing. I mean, it's certainly, it's not even a terrible thing to say, but it's the one that rings in my head, because she stood right in front of me, laughing at me and mocking me and yelling, "You're a Jew, you're 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 a Jew," over and over and over again, and over and over and over. I don't even know how long she went on, but she was like dancing around and laughing at me. And I just kind of put my hands behind my back, which I do, when I know you're nuts, you're nuttier than I am, and this apparently isn't going to end well. I stand back and I just... That's the thing that has been ringing in my ears for months. And I ended my time at Avenue of the Art completely stressed out and terrified, because I was surrounded by right-wingers periodically. Not surrounded, they're in the community. I mean, the Proud Boys kind of guys, and other extremists. This one woman, and I hadn't been fearful until Memorial Day weekend, when they seemed to descend on my area. But this one woman broke me. This one woman broke me. Really broke me. And this level of terror rose in me. Terror, I don't know. Scared of what? I don't know. Because I'm not scared of people, especially bullies. They just get me mad. And then I have to figure out how to destroy them. But she broke something in me. Just like the people last October, they just broke something in me. So when I was talking to my friend earlier, we were discussing that. And that woman. And it really broke me. It snapped me in half. And so for months and months and months, since June, and now it's the end of summer, it's Labor Day weekend. So that was early June. Now it's Labor Day weekend. For months, not months and months, so for a couple months, it seems like a year, I've just been living in this state of absolute sheer terror and anxiety. Scared of my landlord, scared of the outdoors. I don't know, you name it. I've had a very hard time leaving my house. A very hard time talking with people. It's been extremely difficult. And here's the thing. So we have that, and the stress of the mural, which I'm not stressed out about, but there is a lot involved, and there's dozens of people there. And then, several other events I have coming up that involve dozens more people. As my friend said to me, it's stress. It's just sheer stress. The weight of it drove me to a state, and I want, this is the other side of, yay, I'm getting what I want. Some of what I want, yay. It drove me to a point a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago, where I sincerely thought, I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back. The terror, the anxiety, the depression, everything mixed together. I honestly didn't think I was coming back. I felt so mentally, emotionally, and physically ill from the weight of it all. And one day I had to go to the market, and I went to a market we had called that's called Detweiler's. It's a Mennonite grocery store chain, small Mennonite owned grocery store chain here in town. And I'm walking through the health and beauty aisle because I am worried about my beauty, and I want to make sure that I don't get wrinkly and sag. So I'm walking through the health and beauty aisle. That was sarcasm. And I looked over. I always go to the mushroom department when I go through Whole Foods or different places to see what they have. And I saw lion's mane. And lion's mane is something I've been taking for 4 years. I hadn't taken it all for the past 9 months, 8 months, 9 months. They had a bottle for $12. I grabbed that bottle, brought it home, and within 3 days, and started taking it. And they recommend 2 tablets a day, or 2 capsules a day. I took 6 the first day, 6 the next day, 6, and I started to feel better. I started to feel everything come back and a little bit clearer. I mean, I was to a point where all my words were getting lost. Everything was getting just muddled. And like I said, I didn't think I was coming back from that. I thought they were going to find me curled up in bed playing with my lips. Blah, blah, blah. But lion's mane. I'm back, and when I start to feel stress, like I'm feeling it now because we're communicating. I'm trying to communicate with people. I take one, and within 15, 20 minutes, oh, okay. It was just sheer total imbalance. And really emotional stress. So if you're feeling that level of stress, it's been a hard number of years for people. We've had a lot, collectively, we have had literally the weight of the world on each of us. In politics, that has been incredibly overwhelming because that is the that has been the bell jar for us since 2016, and we have all these voices yelling and screaming and it bouncing off, and we can't always move in the world with all that noise in that bell jar that we've been suffocating under. Fortunately, now we have Kamala Harris and Tim Walz who are coming up to bat, and we can feel the bell jar has been lifted quite a bit, so we can breathe a bit. But we've been under that stress, and then we add to it just basic life stuff, trying to get through the day, trying to make money to pay rent and pay our bills and to eat. And now food prices have gone up and da-da-da-da. It's been really, really stressful. It's been really stressful for everyone. So I wanted to suggest, if you've been feeling off, try lion's mane. Try any of the mushroom drinks that are out there. Look around. I know I do mushroom coffee quite a bit, or I had been doing it. But oof, it was pretty bad. It was really pretty bad. So whenever you've seen a video and I'm not quite catching my words, I'm not quite finding the word, and I make it into a joke, I actually I was having serious trouble. So serious that I didn't want to turn on the camera and talk to anybody. So serious, I couldn't leave my house. So that's what I suggest. But for now, right now, what I'm supposed to be doing while we're talking, thanks to Alexis, what I have going on now, where the mural project is, the contract for the mural, and this is still stressful, but thank you, Lion's Mane, not as bad. The contract for the mural project, I'm going to be doing a mural on Whole Foods of the Florida Highwaymen, about the Florida Highwaymen. We're inviting people, Black and brown, African American artists, poets, singers, people around town, anybody around town that wants to come and just add a brush stroke or two, or an hour's worth of, effort, or a day. I'm inviting them to come and work on it so they can say they participated in this project that is apparently going to get a lot of publicity. The contract for that is now caught up in Whole Foods legal land. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting for them. So we don't have a start date yet. And I have dozens of people waiting. Come on, you dumb thing. We don't have a start date for that, which has screwed up an artist in residence. An artist in residence I have coming up on Wednesday, starting Wednesday, September 4th through October 27th. I'm going to be in a building called the Arcos, A-R-C-O-S, Arcos building on Central Avenue in downtown Sarasota. There's a gallery space called Gaze, G-A-Z-E, Gaze Gallery, on the ground floor, and it is run by Creative Liberties. It's owned and operated by Creative Liberties, an artist collective here in town. They're doing a lot of work with artists, individual artists. So I'm going to be in there from September 4th, which is Wednesday, to October 27th. Somewhere in that time period, I'm going to be spending a month doing a mural, hopefully. So we've got that going on, and what I'm uploading right now to Facebook and my website while I'm trying to talk to you is, I forgot her name. There it is. We put work. I am the featured artist for a small black box theater in town called Urbanite Theater. They hung five pieces today, five of my paintings today, for the opening of the 2024-25 season, where I'll be the featured artist. They have a festival coming up called Modern Works. Okay, let's pretend I know what I'm talking about. It's called, I think it's Modern Works, and it's a whole playwrights festival, and they're going to be performing three curated plays there. So we hung that up, and then I have I donated 2 pieces to a silent auction coming up for Also Youth, which is an LGBTQ youth group or youth organization here in town. We know that I work a lot with C Alliance, a youth-led leadership group. They're literally changing politics in Sarasota, across the state. They're doing phenomenal work across the state as well as across the country, working with political leaders, young political leaders across the country. Absolutely phenomenal work. When you read about political change in Florida, these kids are at the core of it. They're actually the base of it. So I do artwork for them. I'm their official artist. But I donated to Also Youth. They work with, they're like a center and an organization that has a safe space for LGBTQ teens, as well as Also Youth Junior, which are I think 10 to 12-year-olds. And they just finished summer camp, and the kids, they do all kinds of projects and have little events. It's really, they do spectacular work. So I've donated 2 pieces to them. That's what's going on. That's the happening. But what I really wanted to say is, I'm not sure. Other than, I thought I'd lost my mind and wasn't coming back. Started taking lion's mane, feeling better, and then talking to my friend really helped. It really, really helped. You know, we hear about people bending and breaking under stress, and we always think, oh, no, I can handle it. I got it. Got it. I can I think I can compartmentalize enough where I can take the person that is pushing me constantly, or the people that are pushing me constantly to do things I don't want to do, or correcting me and telling me who I should be, who I shouldn't be, how I could be better, how wonderful they are, and what a piece of trash I am. You know, I think I can compartmentalize that. I think I can compartmentalize having dozens of people waiting for me on one project, having the city looking at me for another project, getting input on that project, direction on that, what I should be doing on that, and what I shouldn't be doing on that, you know, and then all the other projects. I think I can compartmentalize it and try and produce artwork at the same time. And then all of a sudden, I can't. You can't. It gets to be a little much. I don't know if that helps anybody. If it validates how you feel. Or something you've been going through. I mean, because we've all been going through it. But it really would have helped me to hear it from somebody. It really would have helped. At some point, if I had had somebody to turn to who, you know, is trying to get up the ladder, and they're taking like micro steps, or like, you know, almost at a time, and, you know, having all this pressure. If I had somebody to talk to where I could go, can we just go get a sandwich? But there's nobody I know that's doing this. I have nobody close by. So when I shut down, that's why. When I get quiet, that's why. It's a lot. Life is a lot. And take lion's mane. All right, I gotta get this stuff up. I know it's been a lot of talking, but I gotta get this stuff up, because even this has been daunting. This has been horrible. Me trying to post online, on Patreon, on my website, on this, on that. But we're getting it done now. All right, my friends. I'm Becca Lane. This is Catalyst and Company. Blah, 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 and so on. All right, Carrie, ready? Sorry it's been a long time, Carrie, but there we are. Ready? Ciao. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, look at all the crap behind me. It's endless. Ciao.